Okay, I want to talk about the Wrath of Spawn. Okay, this is Rikido Montalban, and he was put on a planet. Okay, it's like, hey, why don't you go to this Eden planet and okay, he was all mad at the Star Treks because some asteroid or something made the planet go off its rails, and it turned into like this inhospitable desert planet. But that's not Enterprise fault. Okay, that's not Enterprise's fault, okay? So then, I suppose yes. If you're sitting there on this dusty rock and your partner has been eaten by brain-eating worms, okay, then sure, okay, you're gonna feel bitter. But is revenge really gonna help you heal the pain? Uh, and you're like, well, I don't know, but I'd like to try. Well, there's plenty of literary examples of how revenge does not help. Well, actually, Count of Monte Cristo is fairly satisfying. So, no, Count of Monte Cristo is fairly satisfying. So I could see why you'd think that revenge would help you if you're trapped on a desert planet and your partner was her brain was scrambled by a brain-eating worm. Okay, so the Wrath of Spawn. Okay, so they come after the space boat. Come after the space boat. You see, friends of the space boat went to Desert Planet, and they're like, "Oh no, we're on this planet. I don't remember why." And then, wait a minute, I recognize the name of this San Francisco Treat. The name of this ship is the San Francisco Treat. San Francisco Treat? I remember. So I'm doing an accent. That's the first time I've ever done that before. That's kind of neat. Okay. San Francisco treat. I remember San Francisco treat. We got to get out of here, man. And then it's too late. Some desert warriors came and they go, oi, 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 oi. And then Obi-Wan Kenobi says, this is a crate dragon. And they run away. But one was strong enough, okay, to know that it was a fake dragon, and he comes and he sneaks on board, okay, the friends of the space boat, and then he gets on with his hippie friends, and they take over the space boat. They take over space boat one, the Argent, okay. The Argent, pieces of silver falling from your pocket as you hang. Oh my God, that's kind of dark. Okay, so that must be a portent to one of the Enterprise's pals. Okay, sells them out. Okay, betrays them. Okay, so that Ricardo Montalban takes over the space boat, and he's like dun 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 dun. Arr. And then he takes over space boat, and then Captain Cork goes into another boat and that looks just like the space boat. So there's two space boats running around, and then they go into this giant cloud of gas. Okay, and then they have this fight where they're like dun 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 dun. Okay, that they do that, and then Mr. Spork goes, "Hey, you know what? He's running around like he thinks we're on land, but we're actually flying in a giant thing of gas. So you can go up and down like 10-dimensional chess, and really mess up his ass by sneaking up behind him and shooting him in the pie hole." Okay, so that's what they do. But then, okay, Captain Khan goes into the teleporter, and he teleports through space onto the spaceboat two, or spaceboat two, yeah, because that's where Captain Cork is right now, and but Captain Cork has set the self destruct, and that's a real fu. Okay, that's a real because he hears it and he's like, "Hey, I hear this. I hear this. Hey, master, I hear this special talking," and it's like 10. Okay, 9. Self destruct will happen in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And And Captain Khan is like, get out of there, man. It's going to blow up. Kablooey, it does it already, okay? And so everything blows up, and Captain Cork's like, oh, I did a good thing, you know? So let's all go camping. And that's where you find them at the beginning of Spore Track 5, The Search for Spork. That's 3. I'm talking about Cybertron. Cyberrock. Okay, he's a Falcon. Okay, and he knows about feelings. So he was banished from his society.